Hey guys, Hayley Clover here. We are talking about Season 4, Episode 1, Bridezilla. From the rich kids of Beverly Hills, we have so much more. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Money.
There it is, Erica. Yeah, you got it, girl.
I'm trying not to sing along.
You can sing along. We totally encourage that. Anything about money with this show, right, guys?
Yeah.
Right.
Very applicable.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I'm Hayley Clover, your host, and I'm joined by some beautiful co-hosts. Ladies, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Leone. You can follow me at Jennifer Leone TV.
Perfect.
I'm Erica Shannon. You can follow me at Miss Airy Baby.
Nice. So this is their first show, guys. Everyone, their first AfterBuzz panel.
Yay,
We're
first.
glad to have you. Are you excited?
Very excited.
So excited.
Good. And this is, a show I know, Jennifer, we said that you have watched since season 1. Erica,
Yes.
have you watched
Yes.
everything?
Yes.
So what's your opinion? What's your view on how this first episode started? Let's dive right in.
Well, I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
It seems like everything's super feisty, and they got rid of Roxy and brought in Bianca, and I'm excited to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Same. I am very interested to see where the season's going to go. I think that Bianca is an interesting addition. I'm reserving judgment on her just yet, but
Right. It's like the first episode, first impression. We'll see
Yeah.
how things move along. I
Exactly.
mean, not to jump too far ahead, but the scenes for the rest of the season were insane.
Yeah.
We've got some serious drama for sure.
it's going to be a fun season.
Yes.
Lots to talk about, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to interview Bianca last week.
Oh, really?
And if you guys haven't seen that, that's up on AfterBuzz as well. She was super nice, really fun. Her whole family was here. Her mom's really cool. She'll be on the episode a little bit. But she definitely said that there was going to be some serious cat fights. Her and Morgan definitely don't get along. I know she made a little backhanded comment a little bit about her wedding.
Yeah.
So
It's a cocktail party.
a cocktail
Yeah.
party. Which is that's a little rude. That's a little rough.
Yeah, and
But-
Beverly Hills is small.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
I'm wondering if they've crossed paths before.
Before the show?
Yeah.
Bianca and Brendan have known each other since they were little. I guess Bianca's brother is really good friends with Brendan. So I would imagine at some point they have to have run in the same kind of circles.
Yeah, he's best man in the wedding.
Right.
So it's exciting.
Which can cause some problems.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if Bianca's attitude, I'll say, came from something that we haven't seen.
Yeah,
Good point.
Yeah. Good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could. So, yeah, you never know. Okay, well, I'm going to start off. I wrote down a couple funny things. Right in the beginning, we see Morgan and Dorothy doing their confessional, talking about how, because Dorothy said she thought she looked fat. Morgan was like, oh, my God, you were so emaciated after your breakup.
Yeah.
And I was
Cheekbones.
yes, the despair sunk. It sinks in. And it's so ridiculous, but only these girls could say it.
Right.
You know, somehow they just get away with it because you just expect it from them.
Dorothy's been all over Snapchat and all over social media just talking about how much she hates the way she looks. She looks beautiful, though, I think.
Yeah.
All I wrote was bye. As Dorothy calling herself fat. No.
That's a perfect comment.
That's it.
Girl, bye. Girl, bye. I know, really? Right? That's the first thing, too, that's going to happen this episode. It's
Yeah, the first thing she says. I'm
and
sure
I guess,
she says-
if it's really an issue, you have $1 billion, go get it fixed.
Right. But I appreciate the fact that she probably hasn't run off to do that.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, but EJ, a big storyline of his is just all of the weight that he's lost, and he did go and have gastric bypass surgery, but he looks amazing and is clearly much healthier, which is the most important.
Yeah.
you know. But now he is just such a diva.
I think he was always a diva.
I know.
But this is just really bringing it out.
Yeah.
And good for him.
Yeah.
I think that you should own it and just, embrace everything.
For sure.
Always. And I love that he goes, you know what? If you don't like the way I look, too bad. Deal with it. This is what I'm deciding. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks amazing. I mean, I can't even say anything. Jumping ahead a little bit.
Go for it, girl.
His photo shoot, I was like, can I be you for 2 minutes? Please.
I love what he wore in his first photo shoot, though.
So glad.
Okay, like he thought that was like just totally fine for a headshot session, and I'm sure you guys have had headshots done just wanting to be hosts and do all that kind of stuff. They want you to wear like the most common like
neutral colors.
Like he's in like a fur full collared jacket. Yeah. Oh my god, he's great. Like if he showed up in that, they'd be like, "Are you kidding?"
I was like, EJ, think America's Next Top Model season 1. Don't think like now.
Pre all of the like awesome stuff that everyone gets to do
just
now.
Turtleneck black up against the white wall. Just straight.
I don't know if EJ could do that. He's just, he's always him.
Dorothy made a funny comment about how like his calm outfit is like somebody's New Year's Eve going out outfit, which is so true. And I'm like, that's probably me because I'm very much just like a jeans.
Yeah.
I'll dress up every once in a while when it's fun, like you want to, like New Year's Eve. But they get dressed up always.
Always.
I do like that Bianca was wearing sneakers out in this first episode, and she was actually wearing those same shoes in the interview. They're super cute.
Yeah.
But that is like so true. You have the most fun when you get to wear flats.
Yeah.
You get extra drunk.
Counting steps like Dorothy was going to do. Is this worth the 4 of the 95 steps that I have left?
It's so funny.
She definitely does not do that. There's no way. Also in that first scene when they're at dinner, I thought it was interesting that we found out that Johnny and Balthazar were only dating for 2 weeks.
I know, right?
That's amazing.
And the show's like on for weeks. You expect that they're like at least together the entire time they're taping, but like it was a 2-week thing. And he was here last year, and we'll hopefully have him in again because he like loves AfterBuzz. He had so much fun. Yeah, and he's hilarious. But he like made it seem like then even he was talking to someone. So the fact that they were only together for like officially for like 2 weeks, it kind of sucks.
Oh wow, yeah. I didn't know that it was that small of a time watching it. And they were in what was it, Atlantis? They went to Atlantis.
Yeah, last year. Yeah,
and it just if you go on vacation with someone, it just you'd think that you'd be with them for a while. But I guess when you're a rich kid, it doesn't really matter.
And you can like go vacation on like a random Tuesday.
Just like somebody, hey, you guy off the street, come with me.
Yeah.
Like Disneyland. Brunch, Disneyland.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Dorothy and her relationship a little bit. Let's get into that. What do you think? Like, Erica, what's your what is your opinion on Dorothy and like how she handles all of her guy situations always?
My question with Quincy specifically is, how did they meet? And what do they have in common? Because if they're just sitting and watching basketball, which doesn't seem like Dorothy's, that's her kind of thing, I'm like, where did this come from? Was it kind of Instagram, hey, I like your picture kind of situation?
Right.
Or, I don't know. That's my
they
biggest
literally
question.
have nothing in common.
Right.
Like
Money.
Money. But even so, it sounds like the way she was talking is like she sat and coached because she like didn't want to make them feel bad. Like, oh boy. I mean, yeah, you have to remember Dorothy's like a multi-billionaire, which is just something I can't even, fathom.
But
like,
that's kind of cute too that she was willing to do that, because I feel like with anybody else, Dorothy would have been like, no, I'm flying first class, private. What?
Right.
Where's the jet?
The best, the
Van
best
Nuys
is that
Airport.
when she was, right, exactly. The best is when she was talking about how she knows all of the like air flight rules with helicopters, and like I know that you can only fly 2 hours. Like that's not true. There's no way someone could take a helicopter to New Orleans.
Last season I know she was like, ooh, Dorothy dates a Dodger. That sounds fun. She was looking for someone in the sports category, and
Good point.
They're young and she's young and they're rich, she's rich. It's kind of like, who are you going to date in LA when you have certain standards? I guess she just wants a basketball player.
I mean, it's true. Like you can't. At least for me, it would be hard to picture Dorothy or any of these girls with like someone that made normal money.
You can't.
Like they couldn't.
No. One Birkin is sometimes
10 plus $1,000.
What a reporter
She
makes
has
in a
what,
year.
like 50?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Yeah, we're all over here like, oh god. But yeah, that's crazy. I just don't know why she'd want to date an athlete. She hates sports.
Right.
Like, what do you think you're going to have in common? Their world is revolving around sports. Like me, I would love that.
Yeah,
That would
absolutely.
be like amazing. But
Sitting and watching games all day.
I'm like, that's what I get to do. I get to travel and then watch you play sports. I'm in.
Sign me up.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Quincy.
Yeah,
But-
right. If you two are still not, working things out, Erica's available.
Yeah, I'm not into the breaking people up thing. So
So after, give her a call.
yeah, there you go.
Okay, well let's jump around a little bit to a more serious topic. Johnny and his HIV scare. We see him. He gets a text from this service, which I thought was kind of not a cool service, but like how it does kind of protect people from having to feel embarrassed about themselves. Yeah. Being able to text and say, hey, I think you should go get tested. One of your partners has let us know that they tested positive for HIV. But very scary.
Absolutely.
And something that, he definitely said has now made him like think more seriously about his life. I thought, I guess the silver lining of that entire scene and everything was how Morgan and Brendan reacted towards him. Yeah. That's what I really paid attention to, how they were very caring and very nice. And it's good to see a dynamic where Johnny is gay and Brendan is not, but they're still very understanding of each other. I mean, what did you take away from that whole situation?
The same as you.
Yeah.
Like Brendan, it's almost like his entire world stopped at that moment when he heard that. And he was just like, whatever you need. If you need me to go with you, I'll be there for you. He was so caring.
He's such a nice guy. I love Brendan.
Yeah. And I just want to give credit to Johnny just for going to meet him to begin with. It would have been very easy for him to just stay home and, curl up and feel like, what am I going to do?
Sure.
Or even televise it. I mean, not a lot of people would want to even come out. And I noticed on social media, people are just, praising him for it.
Yeah.
It's just a huge deal because it's such a big part of the community, but, not a lot of people talk about it. And, a lot of people would be embarrassed to come out about it. So
for sure.
And thank God he's okay, but
right. I mean, thank God. And I don't know if they would have aired it if he wasn't.
That was my question.
Which is in the back of my head thinking there's no way he's negative. Like there's no way he's positive.
Yeah.
It's got to be negative. But I'm very glad that it was, and
even
hopefully it helps some other people.
Even in the doctor's office when Morgan was there with him, you could tell the concern just on her face. Like she was saying, she and Brendan were just completely distraught about the whole thing. And so, but it just shows how true friends they are and how much they really care for each other, that she was like dropping everything, rushed to get to the doctor to meet him there.
Yeah.
I'm happy that we got to see like how true they care about each other.
Right.
Yeah. She was terrified. She's like, I'm moist. I think that's what she said. She's like, I'm dying over here.
Of course she was.
You're buying me lunch. This is ridiculous.
Well, I did like that there was a moment where she was like, listen, like in all seriousness, you need to like get your shit together.
Yes.
Like this is scary and you could have totally just ruined your life. Like, all jokes aside, like, yes, let's go drink because, you don't have HIV, but like get your shit together.
But this was a wake up moment that Johnny had. Yeah. Where he's like, okay, I got to do things differently now.
Well, in the beginning, he was talking about when they were sitting around at dinner, and he's like, oh, so fun, so many hot guys, blah, blah, blah. And then I like how they brought that in to, in the editing to make sure that people know that, hey, you can have all the fun you want, but make sure that you're safe.
Right.
And he's like, that one time.
Come with consequences.
Right. Yeah. That one time. Well, he got that phone call and that one time. So I don't know. I think it's great that they at least televised it.
For sure. How about Morgan saying, we have to be positive about the situation? And Johnny was like, are you kidding me?
I was just like, really?
I laughed really hard.
But
actually.
I
I thought that was so funny.
She was trying to be like, it was coming from a good place.
Oh, yeah.
And
She didn't mean it like that at all.
Yeah.
But it was
But then
just
she
so funny
flipped it to be like, think positive about being negative. Yeah. So she flipped it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And it broke the tension, I think, a little bit for him because I think he was sitting there just like really tense and really.
Well, right. That's like, I couldn't even imagine what that feels like.
Terrifying.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Morgan a little bit because she's definitely the main part of this show today, and I think is going to be the entire season. She's always been one of my favorites, if not my favorite. And I really hope that my mind doesn't change this season because I am seeing a little bit different side of her, like of things that I was kind of like, oh, really, Morgan? Like, don't do that. But yeah, with the wedding planning, like, what do you think? What were your reactions on like her attitude? I couldn't believe some of the things she was saying.
I'm not surprised.
No.
She's like, oh, there's a pink flower, cut it.
Oh yeah, we were talking.
Yeah, we were
and
talking
I was like, what does she want to do with all the colored flowers? Does she want them to literally dig them out of the ground? But then I was like, maybe she wants them to just spray paint them all white.
White.
Yeah.
The queen says it's all white.
Yeah.
I mean, she was really like...
She wanted things how she wanted them, including her frail tree
Right.
that they argued about for like 15 seconds.
Like, that's when you know you have enough money to not worry about anything,
Yeah.
because everyone else would be like, oh, well, the steak's too expensive. Like, maybe we should go with a different option because then I still have to buy flowers. She's like, screw it, this tree. Like, if not, I'll bring in a new one.
Yeah.
Like, I'll buy it. Yeah.
Making this work.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my God. Well, I think actually what bothered me the most about the wedding planning is because I can totally understand it is the bride's day. Like, I don't care what anyone says. It's the bride's day.
Yeah.
Like, girls are the only ones that really dream about their wedding forever. You know, like, some girls.
Yeah.
Erica's like, not me.
No, I was thinking there are some guys who think about it.
Right. But do you think
too.
they think about, like, the flowers and the dress and the details and the color?
There might be one or two out there.
Maybe. I mean, my boyfriend's definitely, like, I know he would be totally into it. Mm-hmm. But not so much where if I was like, listen, my dresses are going to be this color, like, you're going to have to just get over it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But she, like, would not let him have beets in his salad. Like, that bothered me
And
a
the
lot.
carrots.
That
Brendan could push
bothered-
around his carrots.
That bothered me too.
Like, she wouldn't allow him to have beets, but he could but he didn't want carrots. And
Yeah.
so she was like, nope, we're going to keep them. I was like, bitch.
And I think, and maybe because I've watched too many reality shows where there's like wedding specials, but I'm like, give the guy something.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it's like something as simple as beads.
He seemed really into planning the wedding, which a lot of guys
Yes.
aren't.
So
You know,
into it. He like seemed excited.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was not going to go to Europe
Yeah.
for it. And, now he is. And I agree with him. I think he should go.
I think he should
Yeah.
too, and I actually hope that he really does.
Yeah.
I mean, for those of you that are not in LA and don't really know the LA, like, stereotypes in life, guys that have his kind of job would not think twice about going to Europe.
Oh,
God,
no.
no.
Not at all.
Like, if they're making the kind of money he's making, I mean, business is first, and your wedding would absolutely be second, would be on the
Right.
back burner. With him, it's the complete opposite, and she doesn't appreciate that at all.
And then she gets mad and at the end says, like, he's going to leave while in the middle of planning our wedding. It was her
Yeah,
wedding.
right.
Yeah, it's
And
your
she
wedding.
just
but
said it, too.
He's not planning any of it.
Right.
So you can't blame him
Right.
for wanting to say, hey, well, you're doing all the work anyway.
Well,
Have at it.
Do you remember, I think it was maybe 2 seasons ago when it was a Saturday and Morgan was upset that Brendan had to go to work. And she's like, no, this is our day. I want to spend time with you. We're not spending time together. And he's like, well, I need to pay for all the nice things.
Right.
So, I mean, it's the same thing. I think it's the same issue. She thinks the money comes, from nowhere.
From her frail tree.
From her, her olive tree.
Yeah. No, it's very true. I do love all of the people that were helping them plan. Like, I thought they were hilarious. The guy that was helping them plan the food, I thought it was great.
He was on her side and kind of rude to
Well, a
Brendan.
little bit, yeah.
But I think he was just trying to keep his job.
Yeah.
For
Or
sure.
get a
And he
job.
knew he was on TV, so it
Yeah.
was like side with Morgan
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Because she's like
She
the
could
total
ruin my
dominant-
career.
Yeah, dominant girl. Yeah, I don't know. I did feel bad for Brendan for
Yeah,
sure.
he came out. That's my favorite meme, by the way, of him coming out, or GIF. He comes out. I saw online.
What
He
was it? I didn't see it.
He was walking out like with his arms folded, and he's just like really upset. I think the rich kids of Beverly Hills tweeted that out, but oh my gosh, it was so funny.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate that they have the kind of relationship that they can communicate that
sure.
they don't mind fighting literally in the middle of the parking lot about it. And then he's just like, get in the car, we're leaving.
And then he's like,
she
I
gets
don't
in
want
the
to
car.
talk to you for the rest of the
Yeah.
car ride with their
Yeah.
driver in the front. He's
Yeah.
probably like, huh. Like, oh God, here we go again.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I don't know. What do you think about her venue that she chose? We saw 2 of them. Did you like the one she chose, or did you think she was going to do something like totally different?
She chose the second one
the
that had
vineyard with the brick, and it looked
Yeah.
like old world type of.
I'm going to be interested to see what it looks like when it's all put together and ready.
All together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gives me kind of, I guess it's Central Park in New York. There's an area
Yeah,
that
I know
kind
what you
of
mean.
looks like that.
And the bridges in Central Park all have those arches that
Yeah.
where her bar will be under.
Yeah. But she was going for old English or old
Yeah, it was
something.
like old European, old world type
Yeah.
of a feeling, which it definitely was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised she didn't, do a destination or something, a little bit
Huge.
more. Yeah, you know, but this is really exciting. I think it's really pretty. I like that they're doing it outside and keeping it fresh and fun. And
As long as the wind doesn't
I was going
blow.
to say, as long as
Yeah.
it doesn't get windy.
Right.
Because then
right,
Morgan
right.
will have to make a call.
To God. She was like, I'm going to call
John calls
God. Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Well, Morgan, when you find his number, let me know. I've
Lots
got
of
some
questions.
other calls I can ask. I've got some other things I can ask him too. Well, what, like, is there anything you guys wrote down? What did you like from the episode, or was there anything that, like, stood out to you?
Speaking of their venue
Yeah.
shopping, and I don't remember this ever happening before, but I liked the little map graphic that they had showing them going from one location to the other.
Yeah.
It's cute.
That stuck out to me.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
thought that was really cute.
And the little tags that they're doing, like, you know, she's wearing Chanel,
Yeah.
Givenchy. you
Oh, I
know.
do like that.
Yeah, it was cute.
That may have a lot to do with Bianca, too, because she is very into fashion, has a fashion blog and everything, and said that she's going to be talking a lot about, you know, fashion. And she doesn't even know if she's going to watch the show. She's just going to watch to see what she looks like. And then,
Okay.
like, maybe that's it.
I love
she's
that.
so into
Yeah.
clothes. But, yeah, her outfit was really cool. Her jacket was really cool, and she was here. So maybe that's, like, maybe she was like, can we do this?
Maybe.
That'd be cool. That was a nice addition.
Yeah.
Just so we can see. You
Well,
know.
I saw that Morgan and Dorothy are producers now on
I
the show.
got
Did
that
you see that?
too.
I saw
Yeah.
that. Right. They did a little Snapchat
Oh, yeah.
sighting.
Which is even more interesting to think that Dorothy didn't like how she looks or how her
Right.
appearance, because they kind of have a little bit of control over that, right?
Well, she said she didn't want to zoom.
Well, I guess maybe maybe
Okay.
the editing a little. They had some more say in,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It's the rich kids of Beverly Hills, so we've still got to get enough drama. It's like,
true.
listen, we need it.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, she just keeps talking about how fat she looks over and over and over again. So I don't know.
did
She's
I
like,
say
that was
before?
5 pounds. Yeah, 5 pounds ago. And she's like, I got 5 pounds still to go. And I don't know. I just think
I wonder what she does to work out. I know Morgan works out. She does Pilates.
Bears boot camp.
She does.
Yeah. Bears boot camp.
Oh,
and
I like it. You know the
spinning.
backstory.
I do. You know.
Have you ever taken berries?
I haven't.
No. I work at Orange Theory Fitness. It's kind of like
wanna try that.
Oh, come in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Free class, girl. Free class.
Oh, well,
You can come too. We'll do a Rich Kids of Beverly Hills workout. But
Get that Morgan body.
yeah, it's kind of the same. It's like all hit training, and it is. It's a good workout. So if she's doing that, it's definitely working
Okay.
for sure.
I will definitely have to try that.
Awesome. I thought it was funny that Dorothy and Bianca, because we got to see their relationship a little bit. They have been friends. They're the closest on the show, Bianca anyway. You know, they've known each other for like 10 years. They went on tour with French Montana.
Yeah.
I'm like another person that I would never expect Dorothy to like be hanging out with, but her like tasting guys is not what I expect for her at all.
Right.
So she obviously really likes the like rapper athlete, like
Yeah.
you know, swag. Like they've got swag and they've got like.
Well, Cooper wasn't.
He was the anomaly.
He was the one last year,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But like he still wore kind of like. Well, I don't know. He was a
He
little
was a
girly
real-
for me, actually.
He's a real estate agent.
Okay.
So, you know, he keeps it conservative and, you know, always in Malibu. And I guess it's the same type of guy as Brendan. I think Dorothy just kind of wants to find love. She wants to find her Brendan.
For
So
sure.
she's finding it in any place that she, you know, in her world, she knows, you know, who has money. All right, so you have the rappers, you have, you know, the people.
She's just
who
going down the list.
Yeah, I think personally, I don't
Yeah.
know though, I could be wrong, but yeah, it's just I think that she's limited.
Yeah, well, and I think when you're in that kind of world too, you automatically meet people with
Yes.
money. You know, like you're running in a circle already that has money because why would you run in any other kind of circle?
right.
Like, why would you hang out with me? Because I need to save money at.
Well, because
you know,
you're
whatever.
fabulous.
Oh, thank you, Erica. Well, we do know they shop at Ralph's. Johnny told me that last season. They much rather go to Ralph's than Bristol Farms because they don't want to waste their money because Captain Crunch is Captain Crunch, and why would you pay more for it?
Can't get better than that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like Ralph's.
Yeah.
Whatever. Whatever. Ralph's is like a Kroger for you guys, wherever you may be.
Oh yeah.
Or
Jewel.
Giant if you're in the DC
Giant
area.
Eagle? That one?
Well, yeah. We just call it Giant. Yeah.
Because it's just huge. It's just giant.
Get to the point.
Yeah.
Right? That's great. Bianca, I think I am most excited to actually see her because I think she's going to bring much more than Taylor did last year.
Oh God, yeah.
Were you fans of Taylor?
No.
No.
Okay, so me either.
Sorry,
I was
Taylor.
glad she was gone.
But yeah.
She
Yeah.
seems nice, but like that was why it didn't work. Like you just kind of seemed too nice.
Yeah.
Like,
Very
and the show
boring.
is not where we need nice people.
Like we don't need you coming on crying. Like get 4 or 5 episodes into the. Well, she was upset.
No, Erica, that's a really good point. She came
Yeah.
on literally like crying. We were like, something's got to happen.
Yeah.
Right.
We want to see it happen, and then we want to see it.
Exactly.
I feel
we
like
got to see the build up.
Yeah, they brought in Bobby just to kick up.
Oh, and he was so
Taylor.
annoying too. Like if he never comes back, it'll be too soon.
I don't think he. Well, okay.
There's no
I'll
way
just let
because
what you said
he
go.
wouldn't have a storyline anymore.
Yeah.
Like they didn't even like him. They would be like, "Are you kidding? Okay, see ya."
Yeah.
It seems to be all about the wedding. So
Yeah.
and I know they didn't want him at the. I think it was last season. They didn't want him at the
Engagement
party, right?
Yeah, it kind of crashed that.
Yeah, so definitely not invited to the wedding.
No, no. Well, and we know from me speaking to Bianca, and you can kind of see some of the scenes from like the rest of the season that it's a very small wedding. Bianca calls it a cocktail party.
Yeah.
So I would imagine you have to be very close to the two of them to even be getting invited.
Right.
Yeah.
It's small little worlds, and you have to be careful in who you invite to, and
Sure. I mean, we don't have to think about it with paparazzi and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Especially now that there's cameras following them and everything like that. They're more high. I can't think of the word.
Yeah, more high profile.
There you go. Profile. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. No, it's true.
But speaking of new people, what about Drew? Do we think he's here to stay?
I hope he is.
EJ's friend?
You know,
The boy
do you think they
bander?
end up actually dating?
I don't think so.
No.
Didn't
But
get
I
that
just
vibe at all.
hope he's in there.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
fun. It was fun to see them dancing. EJ actually looked like a good dancer.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
he caught on really quick. I
Yeah.
was like, that's great.
But I feel like
'Cause
they
he's
meet.
huge.
Well, he said he dances with her like 4 times a week.
Yeah.
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 Because you never expect not like huge, like big, like huge. He's so tall.
Yeah.
You never expect a big guy like that to be able to like get down. Because he's got a long way to go to the floor. Real long.
I don't know. I couldn't stop staring at Cindy's butt, the fake butt. I'm sorry.
You think it's fake?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a Latina. I know a real
I was
one.
gonna say I'm
I was
not
gonna say you've got a great butt. We
I'm
just
not gonna
met,
say
but she's got a
anything.
great butt.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I have none, so if you want to give me half, I'll take it.
No, you can have it. Trust me. No, but I mean, in LA, it's a big deal. Since Kim K came around, it's
Right.
like you see a fake butt every.
You get the Brazilian butt lift out here. Is that
Oh,
what it's
yeah.
called?
Well, there's
you can get
two.
injection. This
There's
is
two.
great. You know all the details. You're our resident, like
Listen.
small detail person.
I'm very detail oriented.
Love it.
So, Brazilian butt lift is where they take the fat out in different areas of your body and then just suck it in your butt. And you're down for that?
Sure.
I have a few friends who have actually done it. Some good,
Really?
some bad. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I would be too scared to like sit on it.
Yeah, right? You
feel
don't
like it's
know.
gonna go-
It's just gonna like pop and like fly out the side of my hip.
And then you can just get the implants. Either one. It's one of the
See,
two.
actually, that would scare me more than the fat. I guess fat's like more natural for your
Yeah,
body.
because it's from you to you.
Right.
Whereas implants is like something foreign.
like that could totally pop.
Like
Yeah.
I've watched another reality show on
Botched?
E! Yep, there you
Oh
go.
yeah, it's a great show.
Yeah.
so good.
And like really sad at the same time.
yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, she had a huge butt.
Yeah, it like at certain points it was so awkward.
When
It
she
looked
would,
like
like,
it was
bend.
stuffed.
Like I
Yeah.
could definitely like just put my glass right there. Yeah, just sit there. Take a
Right,
shelf.
right. It was this skinny little girl, and then
Yeah.
okay, all right. So that's what I was watching, and then the Saint Laurent jackets. I love that.
Yeah.
and he could fit into his friends. That was probably like a good little
Yeah,
moment for him.
For sure.
Because he lost what? He said upwards of 180 pounds.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Could you imagine how life changing that would be? Like that's a whole nother
Person.
I mean, it's like crazy.
Oh,
And the fact that I don't want to disrespect anybody that's gotten the surgery.
No.
But you know how some they get the surgery and their heads kind of look weird?
Because they're like bigger now than
His head is actually it looks proportional
Very
to the rest of his body.
Yeah.
So it looks good.
well, again, he's tall too.
Yeah.
You know, and then the bone structure looks amazing. I think he looks great.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen him out before and I've seen him out now, and he was confident before, but now it's just like it's so much confidence, and it's like it protrudes to the rest of the club. It's just, I don't know. I think he looks great.
I do like that he, wants everyone to feel like they can be themselves, like whatever that is. Everyone should be able to wear what they want, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
I agree.
Someone needs to advocate for, be the advocate for all of us.
And I think we'll see that as the season goes on.
Yeah, with his management companies talking about, like, all this stuff he wants to do. I'm like, all right, I think they're going to need you to narrow it down just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little
Cover
bit.
girl.
I would love that. I think that's so funny because...
I was like, I would love to see him on the Queen collection. Is that rude?
No, I think it's
I think he would love that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just
We're going to try to get him on the show. He would be so fun.
Yeah.
We're going to try to get, like, a ton of guests because I want to meet them all. And just they're, like, fun to talk to. And they really are, like, normal people. Like, they're famous now from the show, but they are... Like, they like in and out just like we do.
Hang out with their friends like everybody else does.
Yeah.
And...
It's just in a different place.
It's just in a higher volume
of
money. Like, we have sleepovers and get pizza. They have sleepovers and get $3,000 worth of sushi.
Exactly.
Similar.
Which,
just
I wouldn't mind doing. If anybody wants to invite me.
Invest.
Right.
One of the two.
Yeah, exactly.
I was stuck on Drew being in a boy band, though. I was trying to figure out which boy band.
Yeah, if any of you guys know, comment on YouTube with us and tell us what boy band that was, because that looked like early 90s boy band. Like, the outfit and just the music video itself, like, looked really old.
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious.
I feel like he's not old enough to be...
Early 90s? I guess not.
like
They're all
maybe
close
like
to what, like
2000s.
30?
Good point. No.
They're not?
No, actually, EJ is, I think, 24.
Yeah.
Really? He's that young? Oh my god! So
Yeah.
I don't know how old you guys are, but I'll be turning 24. So he was born in 92. So yeah, no, it couldn't have been early.
Yeah, because he said in 1999 he was 7.
That's right. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh wow, then I have no idea.
Yeah.
So they're all, generally under 30, I think. So.
Yeah.
Except for like Bobby and those people, but like I don't know. I think that it looked like it was made in the 80s. Who knows? Maybe it was just an 80s producer.
Right. Right. Or they
We'll
like
get those
did it on
tweets later.
purpose. Yeah. Oh man, yeah. I don't know. That's crazy though. I think I always assume they're so much older because of the money and like the clothes that they wear, and they're always dressed up, and like when your hair and makeup's always done, like you just look older and like, they just seem older to me.
Not like a 24-year-old getting
Right.
highlighted and contoured, But
Now they call
nowadays,
that getting beat.
Right.
getting beat.
Getting
That's
beat.
right. Getting beat.
Yeah, I wrote that down because I was like, what the hell is that? It's just like
It's not violent.
It's like you're getting a beat down on your face. Like you're getting, like she said, highlighted, contoured. Like you just look good. Like you're
Eye
getting a beat
makeup.
down.
I'm always here for a good eye makeup. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably do like makeovers. The rich kid of Beverly Hills makeover
can
and
come
see
do
what
my
happens.
makeup.
Yeah.
I love that.
would be
Get the glam squad over here.
Yeah. Bianca had a glam squad that came with her.
Of course she did.
really.
She did. It was her two friends, but they were both really nice, and they came along and did her hair and makeup.
Nice.
Well, in the teaser, they were like, "Oh, I don't feel." Or I think it was Dorothy. I don't feel comfortable with you having an entourage, and she goes, "What are you jealous?"
Well, let's talk a little
mean,
bit about
yeah.
what we think is going to happen. Let's do predictions. Okay. Predictions. Are we getting the lights? Ah, there you go.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV prediction.
Okay, Erica, for the first time ever, please give me your prediction. It could be next week. It could be what you think is going to just happen this season.
For the season, I really want to follow EJ and see what he's going to be doing to rebrand himself. Dorothy, I hope she comes to her senses about, her appearance and everything like that.
You don't want to hear her saying she's fat anymore.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. I want people to continue, I want Morgan and everybody, despite what might happen between them, to still be like a positive force in her life to say, you look great. You look fabulous. And I just want to see Brendan and Morgan actually make it down the aisle. That's going to be a big
Do you
thing.
think they're going to?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't. They belong together.
Yeah.
They're so adorable together. And like I said, I'm going to reserve my judgment on Bianca.
Okay. Good.
I could see Brendan and Morgan like 30 years down the line. I could see them having kids. I just see like their whole future. I'm super excited for them.
Yeah.
But I think this is going to be a huge season for Morgan.
Yeah.
And a little scary because, she has a lot going on, but I don't think she realized, how she would look on the show. This first season or this first episode is, Bridezilla, and it probably isn't getting any calmer.
Right.
I think it's going to be feisty and fun.
Anything specifically happening next week, you think?
Yes. I'm so excited.
With Morgan? Like, you think something's going to happen with Morgan
Yeah,
next week?
I think just every single episode, but next week, there's probably going to be a breaking point, I think. I'm so excited to see it. I can't wait. I just like all the drama. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you watch this show,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
For sure.
And Dorothy, I don't know, maybe their friendship kind of is tested. I'm not sure if they're friends now. I'm not sure what's going on. They did watch the season premiere together, so obviously something good happened, but there's, something happening there.
Right.
And Bianca's going to stir the pot. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that because it wasn't stirred too much last year. Like, the drama was very, like, surface level, which, fine.
Yeah.
But it wasn't my favorite season that we've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this year is kind of just going to be one big blow up.
Yes.
Which is exciting.
Can't wait for it.
I think Dorothy and Quincy aren't going to last
No.
past next week or the third week. I don't see that happening at all. I hope Johnny finds somebody because I would like to see him with someone.
Yeah.
But, I know he's very career-driven, too, so hopefully, even we see something happen with him music-wise because he's a music producer. I know he's DJing a lot,
Yeah.
so maybe there's, maybe we see something like that this season, too.
Something fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
it's going to be good.
And we're going to be good.
We are.
Having it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm glad to have you guys on the panel this year.
Yeah.
So
happy
excited to be on.
Yes. Tell everyone where they can find you again on social media.
Jennifer Leone TV on Instagram, Twitter, and Jennifer Leone, Leon.
I'm Erica Shannon. You can find me on Twitter at Miss Airy Baby.
And that Airy with an E?
Yeah. ERI. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And then you guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Hayley Clover. We will see you next week, hopefully with our other host, Christina, from last season. She had bronchitis today. Poor thing. So feel better, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.